All right, so in this video, we're gonna go over the top 5 luxury neighborhoods here in the city of Temecula, California. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey guys, hey again, my name is Justin Short. I'm a realtor and team leader with the Short Real Estate team here at Keller Williams in Temecula. And this video is all about the top 5 luxury neighborhoods here in the city of Temecula. I'm going to give you my list 1 through 5 and give you a little information about each and what I think makes them so great and separates them from the others. And this is definitely the upper echelon areas here in the city. So the top areas and neighborhoods. So hopefully it's good information for you guys and helps point out some of the differences and the pros and the cons of each of these different areas. But before I get into all the information, if you are liking real estate videos like this, please do me a favor, please hit like, please hit subscribe to the channel. Obviously it helps me and it helps my channel as we try to continue to grow it. And then we have new videos that we put out each and every week. So if you want to stay on top of more local based real estate info, I think this is a great way to do it. So we have different neighborhood recommendations from Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee, California, talking about worst neighborhoods, best neighborhoods, pros and cons, all types of different stuff. And then if you guys have any real estate questions, you can feel free to reach out anytime. So you're going to see my information either at the end of the video or down below. You can feel free, you can call, you can text, you can email me. Happy to answer any questions you may have or help point you in the right direction. Of course, I would love to help you and your family with your search if you are thinking about making a move here. So feel free to reach out. Love to at least have a conversation and see if be a good fit to help. So cool. All right, so let's go ahead and start getting into the list. So again, we're going to go over the top 5 luxury neighborhoods here in the city of Temecula. And I guess it'd be helpful if I give a little bit of the lay of the land. So in Temecula, kind of where we're at, Southwest Riverside County, really Temecula is the most well-known city here in the area. So as you start going further north, the cities are definitely have less notoriety. And with that, the price point is definitely less. So Temecula is the highest and most expensive neighborhood here in this area. As you go more north, Murrieta, Menifee, Wildomar, Lake Elsinore, all tend to be less and less expensive. So the average price point here in the city of Temecula right now, you can buy your average home for about $850,000. That's going to move around a little bit, might go up a little bit, might go down a little bit, but more or less right about $850,000. The neighborhoods that we're going to talk about here as on the luxury side of things are definitely on the higher end of things. Most are going to be well north of $1 million for the price point. Even a couple of the neighborhoods that are more of like the higher end of the tract homes. So we'll kind of get into the list here, but really everything we're talking about is going to be well north of $1 million in the price point here. So, all right. So number 1, and definitely the most well-known luxury area in Temecula is without a doubt the Temecula wine country. So if you're not super familiar, that's actually, this area is really why most people actually even know about the city of Temecula. So what has put Temecula on the map more than anything else is the Temecula wine country. So there are over 50 wineries here in Temecula. They're actually not within city limits, but right here that's considered Temecula, and they are big attention draws. So they have all types of award-winning wines and wineries. They're venues, so people go there for concerts and comedy shows and brunches and dinners and all that different types of stuff, and they cause a lot of people to come out here for tourism as well, because so many people come out to a wine tasting, so many people come out for weddings, bachelorette parties, all types of different things. And so because of that, if people live in Southern California and they're not super familiar with Temecula, if they know about it at all, they probably know about Temecula wine country. And with that, in that area, in that wine country area where all the wineries are located, in that general vicinity, there are many homes that are out there that are located in the wine country area. And these are bigger lot properties. So that's really what we're talking about. So these homes that are in that wine country area. So they're bigger lot properties. Typically they're anywhere from 2 to 5 acres. Some are larger, up to 10 acres plus, but most are in that 2 to 5 acre range. And what's really cool about them is they're all really almost all really custom or semi-custom estates. So they're all going to be a little bit different. So you have homes that are built, back in 1990. There's a handful that are a little bit older like that. There's homes that are built in the 2000s. You have homes that are built in the 2010s, 2020s, and still new construction that is still going on. And in that area, really what makes those properties so desirable is, yes, the houses are super nice, and you get a wide array of different layouts because they're all custom, and all types of different things, and pools and guest houses and ADUs and all types of different things that people have. But what people really want in that area is the open land and the space. So it's the acreage. And there's really not a ton of places in Southern California where you can get something on a large lot like this with a couple acres and have it be in a real nice area. And that's what Temecula wine country is. It is a really, really nice area. Some lots are very, very flat. They make for great horse property and super, super usable. Some lots might be a little more of a hilltop and not as usable, but you're gonna have some great views that are out there. But there's a ton of rolling hills, great views of the wineries, great views of the hot air balloons that go out there pretty much every day. It's a really, really great area. It's an area that a lot of people love. It's a little bit way of life compared to most of the tract homes that are in Temecula, but it is without a doubt, it is the most desirable part of Temecula for people, and it's what Temecula is most well known for. Area number 2 for me would be the Santiago Estates area. It's kind of similar to wine country where it's definitely bigger lots. They're about that 1 to 2 acre lots, but what is different is the location is super, super, super great. It's a really, really prime location right in the center of town. You're just minutes, 2-3 minutes away from freeways, from the 15 freeway, from major shopping centers, from, you're probably 10 minutes or so away from the mall, and you're maybe 10 minutes or so away from Temecula wine country, so you can still get out that way. But what sets Santiago Estates apart is the central location. And because of that, it's a super, super popular area and really an area that people want to be in. It's not quite as well known as the wine country area, but it is beautiful. It definitely has a lot of those rolling hills, custom properties, all types of different things from second and third garages, guest houses, ADUs, views, pools, all types of different cool stuff that is there. And for me, that would be number 2 on my list, Santiago Estates. The third area for me for luxury areas in Temecula would be the area of Duluth. So this is one that a lot of people are not super familiar about, and even if they've heard of it, they don't really know what it is or what it means. But Duluth is an area that is a little bit separated from town. If you look at a map, you have the 15 freeway runs pretty much north and south through the city of Temecula. And more or less, I would say 90% of the city of Temecula is located on the east side of the freeway. So if you're looking at a map on the right side of the freeway, and that's where all these different areas we're talking about, the malls, wine countries, all the tract homes on the right-hand side. The Duluth area is located on the left. So if you get off on Rancho California Road and you go to the left, that takes you up to the Duluth area. And what makes it so different is it is just that, it's up. If you're here in the city and you look west, you will see a mountain range that's up there and some hills that are up there, and that's the area of Duluth. So what makes it so different, it's elevated. Because of that, it is cooler. It's about 8 to 10 degrees cooler than down in town, so that's a big plus because it does get so hot out here. There is a great breeze that comes through, and it is beautiful, beautiful rolling green hills. A lot of people, they are all big lots, so they're minimum 4 acre lots, up to 10 acres, some even closer to 20 acre lots. So beautiful rolling green hills. It's much more spread open than the wine country area, or Santiago Estates for that matter. But it's very green and hilly and very, very, very pretty. And because of the terrain that's up there and the weather, the cooler weather, there's a ton of crops that are up there as well. So a lot of people have citrus trees, so grapefruit trees, oranges. They have a ton of avocado trees that people farm up there, all types of different things that people do with their property. And they tend to do that because just the topography is so hilly. They're really, really good areas to be able to grow those types of fruits and those types of trees. So they're super, super pretty. Another, your high price point area. that's going to be up there. And because of the hills that it's on, there's a ton of beautiful, beautiful views. Some views of the entire city, or up on top of a mountain of the entire city, and some views that are on top of a mountain you could see for miles and miles and miles, that are just kind of open and green, hilly beautifulness. So it is, I think, a really, really great area. And that would be my third favorite. I think it's underrated by people that live here because they're not super familiar with it. Neighborhood number 4, as far as luxury neighborhoods, for me, this is a little bit of a pivot compared to the other 3. We're going to kind of more a upper end tract home area, but number 4 for me would be the neighborhood of Morgan Hill. So Morgan Hill is a tract home community in Temecula. I think most everyone would agree that it is the top tract home neighborhood in Temecula. They're newer-ish homes. They're built from like 2010, 2015 area, but they are located, it's in South Temecula. It's zoned for the top schools. It's a very, very desirable area, and there's a lot of big, beautiful homes there. A lot of them are view lots, so you're on a hill, or viewed on a hill. So you do have some great, really cool, great, unique things that are there. And really the HOA is a really, really great value. So I think right now it's $110 per month, but it's beautiful clubhouse and pool and all types of stuff. But this is a neighborhood pretty much everyone in town is familiar with. And if you tell them that you live in Morgan Hill, pretty much everyone gets jealous because it is a super, super desirable area. So for me, that would be neighborhood number 4, the neighborhood of Morgan Hill. And then to finish my list, neighborhood number 5 is the neighborhood of Summers Bend. So I'm probably a little bit biased because this is actually the neighborhood that I live in. I think it's a great area. It is a very, very, very nice tract home community. What I think makes it so nice too is because it is a newer area. These homes are built from about 2020 and newer. There's still new construction that's happening now. So because that's newer construction, that means open concept layouts, right? Big great rooms, and all the fancy finishes that people want to see that are so popular. And there is a wide array of different types of homes there. So there are condos and townhomes and small homes and big homes. But here, as we're talking about the luxury stuff, there's definitely some very, very nice high-end homes. They are tract homes, and there's some even higher end in there that are called the Shawwoods, that are bigger price points, almost half-acre lots. But there's a lot that have beautiful views, really cool custom features, really cool lots that are out there. And some even have some great views of wine country that are in that higher end area that I had mentioned. So that's my list. And I think those are the top 5 luxury neighborhoods here in the city of Temecula. So you have wine country, Santiago Estates, Duluth, Morgan Hill, and Summers Bend. So hopefully that helps. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, and hopefully talk to you soon. Thanks.